Storm 1 here. Today we'll be taking a look into a severe weather update about day 3, which is Tuesday. Tuesday is looking to be a day we're going to have to really watch. Now, it's not for tornadoes or hail. It's actually the day with your winds. I'll tell y'all what it is. So let's first get started with the SPC outlook. So here we go later into this evening into tonight. We got a slight risk extending. It's a very skinny line, especially for portions of Missouri, all the way up into the northeast. Main threats looks to be the tornado threat will be up in the north. David Witz goes for all areas. Then the hail, the main threat looks to be staying to portions of the lower Midwest, and a spot up in New York. Day 2, pretty much nothing, just a marginal risk in the Dakotas and even a portion of Minnesota. It's not much there. Here we go, day 3. We got 2 areas of slight risk. Got one for most of Nebraska. I think that's a large hail threat over there and some damaging winds. It's this area right here, and that takes over most of Illinois, portions of Indiana, and Missouri there. Now, if we go ahead and turn on the probability here, if I can, I hope. Seems like it's not wanting to work. But whatever, there we go. You can see here, it's hatched right there. What is it for? It's the day which wins. Where we're looking into a potential destructive MCS. Yes, it's going to be a day we've got to watch. You can see him on SIG over in Nebraska. I think it's just for the large hail and for the day that you wins there. So basically, there's a possible MCS in this area, and I think it's going to be a little bit more widespread than that. We're going to see when they update this later tonight. As we can see here, there's extreme instability is to forecast to develop with the 700 to 500 lap range around 8 Celsius per kilometer, I think is what that's supposed to be. And that's a lot of instability, guys. That's something you do not see at this time of year. And we also got pretty good dew points as well. We got mid-70s near the surface, which we got no problem with moisture. And we also got deep layer winds, will increase to 30 to 35 knots. It's a northwest flow, which that gives you an idea that's going to be MCS going from northwest to southeast there. Storms may be ongoing early in the day over portions of Iowa, but will expand coverage into Illinois by midday, as the air mass will already be uncapped. A 4 propagating MCS is likely, capable of destructive winds. Models are not in complete agreement. Keep in mind, this is a 0Z run from last night. I'll tell you guys this, they're in complete agreement right now for this. But it may change in the next run. They typically look into the 0Z run, but tomorrow they look into the 0Z and the 12Z runs. Here, there's high perceptible water and good flow aloft, will conditionally favor David to West, perhaps widespread. And there's a potential for upgrades in later outlooks that's probably to be needed. There is a chance for severe weather in the mid-Atlantic and portions of the northeast. That's a possible upgrade from SPC to slight risk. We could see this being enhanced risk tomorrow for that area. I'm not sure about that area. I haven't really focused on that area. I think day 3, the main focus is going to be the MCS because it's going to happen to a lot more people with that. You got cities like Chicago, St. Louis, and Iowa, Illinois. I'll go ahead and show you guys my forecast. How about that? First thing. So the severe weather ingredients, dew points, favorable, safer for Cape. Helicity is going to be kind of in between. Since this is an MCS, it will create some of its own helicity there. Lift index looks to be favorable. Wind shear, I think that can be created by the MCS. So both of those are going to be in between. Lap rate's going to be favorable. That's the big player on this one. EHI is also favorable, safer for vorticity. And sign in, it's not favorable for sign in, unless if it's going to be heading into the nighttime, which sign in rises. But when the MCS passes you, you're going to have very high sign in values. So my confidence is at 55%. I made this morning, so this is all from like 12Z. So confidence 55%. We're probably going to have to upgrade that to a 60%. Locations include parts of Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, Missouri, and Illinois. Those are the some states that are going to watch this. You can see damage and winds, 50% SIG, may significant. Large hail tornadoes are going to be on the lower end side. Here's the map for it. You can see the best chance what I'm predicting for MCS will be in this area in particular. I have a marginal risk stretching a little bit further into the northeast. I may want to back that off. There's a slight risk out in the plains. Probably main threat for be large hail and damaging winds there. There's a low wind tornado threat as well over there. And so yeah, we're probably going to need enhanced risk, which that's probably going to be mainly for Illinois, probably. And it could be extended to Indiana. We're going to have to see later on. So let's look at two models here. This is going to be the NAM. This is the 18Z run. Let's go ahead and go into Tuesday. So this is Tuesday morning. We got some pretty good amounts of lap rates already. You only need above 7 for some good thunderstorms to develop. And we do have some areas there. Here's 39. You can see we're going to watch this swath here, right here. Here's 42 hours. That's probably like the beginning of the MCS right there. And it's probably be moving fairly quickly, as you can see here. So here's hour 45. So this is in the mid-afternoon. You can see right in here, really good lap rate values. Here's hour 48. Here's 51. Here's 54. And here we go into the evening hours here. So your MCS right now will be right here. Since we're in the evening hours, the lap rates will go down, but we still have some little pockets of 7s in there. So let's go ahead and look into the most unstable Cape. I'm waiting for this to load. Sometimes it takes quite a bit of time for this to load in. It is slow. We can go in and compare it. So this is what the NAM 3KM is suggesting. In precipitation, here we are Tuesday morning. Here comes the thunderstorms developing. I think it's not that much of an MCS, but if we now keep in mind models are not really good at indicating MCS storms. They're not that good at it. Let's look at the lap rates here. Let's just get load faster. We can go back here. This should be done. Okay, so most unstable Cape here. So here's Tuesday morning. We got a really favorable Cape already. Really favorable. You can see there's the starting of your MCS right here. Look at these values. You only need like above 1,000, 2,000 this time of year. And we got a lot of it. Here's hour 51. And your MCS at this point will be somewhere in here. But we still got pretty favorable CAPE values. So this thing may be able to reach it to Tennessee, or even maybe northern Alabama or Mississippi. Let's go back here. Let's see what the lap rate shows on this one. You can see here, your MCS at this point from this one will be showing up here. But look at these values way over here. Now the MCS could go over here with these values of like 8. Now 8 and above, it's kind of extreme for this time of year. Kind of is the extreme levels there, so yeah, we're done with the -3 km for the most part. You know what? Actually, we're not. Let's look at the most stable CAPE on this one. We're going back and forth, so. Oh. So let's go back here. So this is the lifting index from the NAM. Here we go into Tuesday. Wow, look at that. -15. That's a lot. That's a lot. That means it's really cold up there. It's really nice cold air aloft. So at this point, it's pretty favorable for a MCS. We just do not exactly know where it's going to be. We do know this is going to be somewhere like Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, or maybe even Kentucky, Tennessee, or Arkansas. It's going to be any one of those states. But the most likely areas right now looks to be Illinois and Missouri at this point. But like Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Arkansas, those guys do have a chance for it as well. So the threat's not over for these guys. The threat's still there. It's just a little lower than Missouri and Illinois, basically. Let's go back to the -3 km, the most unstable CAPE. As you can see here, there is a lot of CAPE in front of this thing. You can see the actual track of the MCS. It just stays in Missouri there, which is ridiculous there. Let's see here. What's next on here? Oh yeah, the lifting index. We're not really looking into supercell composite today because supercells is not. We're probably not going to see any supercells with this. Okay, see here. Here's Monday night. Here we go into early Tuesday morning. Surface-based lifting index. It's really favorable already. So now this is in the afternoon, -15. You can see this thing is just going. It is moving very quickly. It's a very sharp cutoff as well. That's a very sharp cutoff. Wow. So, again, we've still got some pretty good values over here in Indiana. So the MCS may be expanded over here as well. That's why the area is so large, which is the MCSs are hard to predict from models. Because it can go anywhere if in the lifting index, the lap rates, or even the K values. It could go anywhere in those, and it's pretty widespread. It's just these areas. That's why my forecast is pretty widespread there. Let's go to Windy. Let's see what the Euro suggests. Here's Monday. And let's go start it off with Tuesday. Here's your beginnings of an MCS coming out of Iowa, Wisconsin. Here's 2 o'clock. You can see this here is bringing on a different track here. You can see he's going through Central Illinois. Here's 8 o'clock and enters Indiana and Kentucky. If we're going to be I mean, I know they said that there's pretty favorable lap rates from the Euro, which I can't show you guys because I don't have it. If you look at the thunderstorm thing, I do not really know. This is actually, it actually looks like the lift-in index. It really does. So you can see here, we still got some lift going on in here. I don't know if I'm correct on that or not. I highly doubt it. I did not really get to show you guys to NAM with precipitation. I think it's this one. Here we go into Tuesday. Here's your line of thunderstorms right there. You can see it targets, it goes a little bit this way. It starts to turn a little bit eastward. So at this point, that's why my area is pretty large, because the arrow showing it's going like right over here. The NAM's going over here, and the NAM 3KM is going over here. Now, I don't know how good the NAM 3KM is. I don't think it is, I believe. But anyways, they're not good at indicating that kind of stuff. So we'll see what the GFS suggestion is. You can see it is still updating. It's at 18Z. So this is Tuesday afternoon. It just goes by quick. It goes by pretty fast. Here it is over there. Seems like it ends up somewhere over here is what it looks like. So you can't really see it that well, which is why we got into sky here. We can have a better look into it. First, start off in the morning. Here's your looks to be your cluster of thunderstorms right there. Your possible MCS. Okay, having a little bit of a lag spike here. What did I do? There we go. Here, we'll zoom this in. Looks better like this. Zoom out. Yeah, this is much better. So here's 11 a.m. Here's 2 p.m. 5. Look at these values. 5,400, that's a lot. That's what the MCS likes. So you can see it's a pretty widespread area. It doesn't really show it that well. Actually, there's going to be a lot more widespread. 8 o'clock. And here's 11. Then your values start to go down quite a bit. Looks like it's right there. So the NAM 3KM and the GFS indicate it probably go this way. The NAM in the Euro wants to take it over this way. So right now, the location of where it's going to be going, there's some disagreement. Since it's on a northwest flow, I agree more going this way, because MCS usually follows a northwest flow, which I think it would just go this way. I think it'd be more than likely for that. It's going to go all the way into lift-in index here. You can see it's pretty favorable. And here's 8 o'clock, negative 14. Wow. Let's go back to 5. Let's see here. So your MCS could go anywhere in these areas here. I mean, it's favorable for this thing to go anywhere. So sign in. You know what? That's actually not the MCS. Usually with an MCS, it will have large amount of sign in. Usually. Let's back it up. Seems like the GFS doesn't really indicate it. See what precipitation here. Looks like I lied. Seems like the GFS Euro and the NAM wants to take it this way. This is it right here. Not really that impressive on here, but I think it will do more than that. Looking into that. There. So yeah, we kind of looked through most of the ingredients. Like I said, lap rate is going to be a big player on this one. Same thing for CAPE, the lifting index, all those are going to be a big player into this. So we're going to have to watch this fairly closely. If there's like any major changes or anything, I'll probably let you guys know tomorrow. I think we can more than likely see an upgrade to enhanced risk if the models do agree on the location at least. So, yeah, I think we got an idea where this thing's going to be going to. It just really depends how strong it's going to be. So, yeah. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed this severe weather update. If y'all did like this video, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload. If y'all got any questions about this, potentially MCS or likely, put in the comment section down below and answer you guys questions. I'll see you guys in the next video.